So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 52.
Again, it's Elliott. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike, 45. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Kill. Hey, kill. Hey, 47.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
They go to Elliott again. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Check curls.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's see what you got.
Elliott running right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Go, get out there. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing, Prescott. That's caught at the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Now Forbath for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll go again to Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Strip that ball. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Alert flat. Let's convert. Easy.
On third down, it's Logan, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
The Cowboys take over
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there...
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Exit. Check 24. So we're going to 52. Out. Check. Three. Hey, kill.
Again to Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, 46. Yeah. 45 to Mike. Hey, switch. We're going to 54. 1 Switch it. Hey.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Taken right around the 44. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. I'm coming after you. 5-0. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going. Hey, 5-0.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Fights loose, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it here with Logan. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan, and he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
And now Bruce Arians with the play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through.
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause I on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the vip. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the
big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football.
Get ready. Ready. Move ready. Check, check. I got you. Undercut. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
7 yards. And it's third down.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And some room to work. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan.